Internet, Eric here. Rachel's over there.
Hello.
And Boo, our daughter's going to actually be a part of this one. Yeah, she's a weirdo. We are now back to officially doing Please Don't Make Me Watch. This is one. I got something on my hat. My hat's dirty as shit. Anyways, whatever. We are back to doing our Please Don't Make Me Watch series that is literally a year in the making. If you're new to this concept, what it is me and Rachel pick a movie that the other person will probably hate. They cannot use any type of electronics during the movie. They have to 100% watch it. And then they get to have revenge. And what I mean is a year in the making. On the Facebook page for this channel, usually I let Boo do like a blind grab. And then that's what Rachel will, I can put everything in a bag. She puts your hands in, pulls out a movie, and that's what Rachel has to watch. Well, Rachel has been putting this off for over a year. Tonight, we are discussing Attack of the Crab Monsters. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome, plot spoilers, all that crap. This came out in 1957, so if you haven't seen it by now,
Consider yourself lucky.
Okay, so now the gimmick of this is, and Boo, you can help Mom if you want to, the person who had to watch the movie tries to give a summary, and then the other person corrects them. So, Rachel, try to give a summary of what happens in the Roger Corman spectacular
And I'll help.
Okay.
Attack of the Crab Monsters.
For what I gathered is some people are trying to do like a rescue mission of some other people that were missing.
Wait, no. No.
Just
It was other people with an expedition who got,
Speak up.
like, mysteriously went missing after a storm, I guess. That's what I heard in the movie.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so they went on a rescue mission for some people that were missing. I'm not sure why. And they, soon figure out that there's some weird noises coming around and people are vanishing and then the spirit of those people comes back and starts talking to them at night.
Okay.
And
then they figure out that there's a big crab monster guy who gets there. Nobody knows how, because I don't think that's explained in it.
No, it is explained.
Let me finish.
All right, let her finish, and then if you remember that she doesn't explain something, you can come back,
I don't
okay?
think they explain how the giant crab monster got there. That I don't know. But apparently the crab monster eats the people's brains and is able to develop the brains, and that's how the ghost people are able to talk to the regular people that are alive.
Jesus Christ.
There's a few people that I don't really remember their names. All I can remember is what they look like or what they refer to.
Pretty much. We'll get into that.
The boss guy, I don't know his name. I'll just call him guy with his tie always tucked in his shirt.
Okay. We're just talking the plot right now.
Oh, well, let me get these out because they're good names.
Okay.
There's another guy that we'll call Butt Chin.
Butt Chin?
Because he has a little dimple in his chin. Honey, or a.k.a. Marianne. Or Annette Funicello, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
And the professor.
Yeah, he's called the professor because it's literally played by Russell Johnson.
Professor Man.
Who is the professor on Gilligan's Island.
We think Butt Chin Man and Honey are a couple.
Oh, that's who Butt Chin is. Okay. Right.
So throughout the whole movie, we think that they're a couple because we figured out that she just doesn't know her name because he calls her Honey the whole time. And then all of a sudden, maybe 10 minutes before the end of the movie, she all of a sudden seems to be falling in love with the professor. Mm-hmm. And then it's just the three left. He gives his life for them by like throwing a bomb or something at them, and then I forget who says it, but somebody says he gave his life, and then she goes, yeah, and then it ends.
Okay, Boo, is there anything you need to correct, Mom, or you want to add before we get into talking about?
They do explain how the crab got there. So there's this nuclear bomb jig that followed the island, and all the things just started mutating, so the crabs just got giant.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need to add to or correct your mom?
No.
Okay. Pretty much. Yeah. No, Rachel was pretty close. The reason they are on the island is because there was a group that went to the island to test nuclear fallout, and they never returned. So this was like a rescue mission, plus trying to figure out what else was going on with the nuclear fallout. As you could tell, if you don't know who Roger Corman is, he makes movies very, very cheap. And the budget of this seemed like it was like $5.
Mm-hmm.
And you could really tell, mainly when you saw the crab monsters themselves. We'll get to that first. The good stuff in this is, I thought the underwater scenes were filmed pretty cool. I thought they looked really cool underwater.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that was good. I liked I thought the scenery itself looked really nice. The island scenery, that was really cool. The acting, I think the only one who actually did a good job, and good is like a really thinly used word, would be Russell Johnson. He was the professor. We're just going to call him professor because he was professor from Gilligan's Island. He's the only one that I think did a decent job, and that's kind of stretching it. The other characters,
Honey didn't really talk too much.
Yeah, Honey, she's the only female, and like I said, she is literally called that 20 times, if not more, by who Rachel has coined Butt-chin, her I guess you'd say boyfriend. She's just there to walk around and scream and faint. She has no purpose. Butt-chin has no purpose other than being another man there. The other characters that I did like, is I like the guys in the sailor hats.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of fun. So the characters we liked, they were killed real quick. Anything you want to add real quick, Boo? That you liked or did not like about the movie?
What I did not like about the movie that just
Speak up a little bit.
What I didn't like about the movie is that it just randomly ended.
Yeah.
Without any explanation.
Yeah, so what happened is, like Rachel was talking, is eventually it's just Professor, Honey, and Butt-chin left. And they're fighting the very last crab monster because they killed the one that was pregnant. So they're fighting the last crab monster, and I guess we found out that electricity kills them. And they have like one grenade left, and Professor throws it at the crab monster, but he gets knocked down, so he misses his target, and he gets shrapnel in his leg. So he has to hobble up this antenna, and he gingerly pulls it over. Yeah, it's bad. He gingerly knocks it over. He falls off camera, and we don't know what happened to him until basically it lands on the crab monster. There is an explosion, and then Butt-chin is the one that says he sacrificed himself, and then it says the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't see Professor dead. We just are told that. But it's 1957. Those movies ended like that. That doesn't excuse it, but that was kind of lame. Because now you're wondering, how the hell is Honey and Butt-chin going to get off the island?
Mm-hmm.
Because what you find out is there's all these earthquakes, and you remember why the earthquakes were happening?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of holes at the island because the crabs were digging, so like the earthquakes were like soon they started shaking the whole island and they had to escape.
Yep. The earthquakes are happening because the crab monsters are creating caves, and it's just
repeating what I say.
Because in case they couldn't hear you. So they were creating caves, and it was causing the islands to sink into the ocean. So basically, even though that Professor saved them, they're going to die anyways because they're going to sink into the island. The main thing here.
But they'll be able to talk through the crab's hand.
Well, they'll be able to talk if the crabs eat their brains. Mm-hmm. If they just drown, then they're just dead. The main thing about Roger Corman is he is known for making movies in less than 3 days with, like I said, $5 budget. And you can tell with the crab monster. I think they're
ugly.
There you go. They're ugly. They look ugly. They look cheap. And I think the main thing that I think was kind of laughable is exactly the papier-mâché eyeballs. Mm-hmm. Which, like I said, it's so laughable. But the thing is, I kind of have to give Roger Corman credit for making chicken shit into chicken salad. You know what I mean? It looks awful, but you don't really see the crabs as much as you would expect. You mainly just see the claws and stuff like that. There is some neat scenes where the crab, I think, at least I liked when the crab attacked like the cabin. It busts through the door and then it destroys like all the equipment and stuff like that. Music. You were getting a kick out and laughing at the music towards the end because it was just over the top and goofy and stupid.
It
And
sounded
it just
like
kept repeating its same self over and over again.
It just sounded like what was her name again? The Wild Witch of the West or something.
The Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, the very last bit of music we hear is kind of like, and I'm sure Roger probably stole it or got the idea. It was like the Wicked Witch of the West theme for Wizard of Oz. Did I hate this movie? No. It starts off very slow, and that does say something if the movie is only a fucking hour long.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first half hour is quite slow. Once people start dying and once people start finding out what's going on, I think it picks up some steam. It doesn't make it good, but I think it makes it more fun to watch and kind of poke at, like in a Mystery Science Theater movie. Do you got something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, at the beginning, there were like some weird transitions. Like when he said, well, here's the story, and then they just transitions into them walking, so I thought it was the story.
Yeah. It can be...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It can be...
like a
flashback?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, it is. And I think that was just Roger Corman trying to save money, and it could be a little confusing if you're not paying attention or don't know what's going on. Do I recommend this movie? Not really. You know what I mean? I had fun with it because of the gimmick that we're doing with this. Is it great? No. Is it awful? I would say awful. It's kind of bad. Before we get to Mom's rating or whatever, do you have anything else you want to say about this movie, Boo? Like bad, good. What's your actual thoughts? Final thoughts on the movie?
Final thoughts. I should just give my rating.
Do what you want.
I give it a 2.
Out of how many?
10.
2 out of 10.
Oh, that's really bad. That's a 20%. That's like a major F minus. So there you go. She did not like the movie at all.
No, there were like only like a couple parts that were good. The rest was just like boring, same plot, everything.
There you go. If it cannot entertain a 10-year-old, it's pretty boring. Now, we always end these videos where the person who is forced to watch it has to, we keep an ongoing, I guess you would say, score or champion or whatever of saying, what is the worst film the other person made us watch? The running champion for Rachel is The Man with the Screaming Brain with Bruce Campbell. So far, that is the worst movie I have made her watch. Rachel...
That's still the worst.
All right, well, I think she wouldn't even let me talk. Typical woman. You know, just like the woman in the movie, all she does is there to talk and make the sandwiches. So, Attack of the Crab...
Honey.
Yeah. Attack of the Crab Monsters is not as bad as The Man with the Screaming Brain. So, hopefully... when Boo and Rachel pick my movie, they're not as mean, but I highly doubt that. So
We will be mean.
Well, there you go.
We will make you suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks a lot. She's grounded. So with that, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below, all that crap. Hopefully another one of these comes out soon. Not another year in the making. I will not wait a year. We will do more of these because I think they're fun. So with that, I'm Eric. That's Rachel, and there's Boo. And cheers.
Bye.